You can still have proactive sort of ancillary objectives or programs that are identified at the beginning of the year. We want to get off to a fast start, or I want to give this new, product a nice boost. But I think where we run into a slippery slope is when we think about reactive SPIFFs. If anything, the last, 5, 6 years has taught us sometimes things way out of our control happen. And as RevOps leaders, we are trying to figure out the best path forward on the fly. Reactive SPIFFs do have some role, right? It also is a wonderful lever to pull if, the alternative is replanning people and reestablishing quotas or causing mass-wide disruption, right? That is a huge trade-off that can take the foot off the gas pedal. And even if things are going awry, it's better to give folks a direction to run towards than waiting to see what happens. Typically the proactive ones are probably going to be more successful on paper and have probably a better enablement and comm strategy and all of the other features of SPIFF design that are sort of critical to a good successful SPIFF. Both play a role for different reasons, and typically if you're doing something reactive, in my experience, it's either because there's some other macro variable that none of us could have predicted, or there is a deficiency in the go-to-market architecture that has prevented us from reaching the goals that we had set forth. And so we're hoping that we can kind of throw a Hail Mary SPIFF to try to right things in a better direction.
Ideally, you're actually doing both a proactive and reactive structure, because to your point earlier, like it's very difficult decision or a big decision to re-plan or re-roll out plans for the entire organization. So in an ideal case, you kind of proactively plan out what are the possible ways that this plan could work or could have faults, and what are the levers that we're going to use as possible levers. And then by that nature, when you actually get to do that SPIFF, it is reactive in a sense because you're waiting for the data to tell you the story, to then use that. So it's kind of this combination of proactive framework thinking and then reactive like rollout. The times where it makes it very difficult to see the true ROI or be confident that you're going to get the ROI is when it's truly reactive, it's completely unforeseen, and like there's a push to act on it quickly, which then means you don't do the proper diligence